What's up, everybody? This is Rambling Aspie, and I have a special video for you today because, and only because of James Spiller. I know y'all probably heard the same BS, and you're going, well, we've already heard this, Robbie. You'd be right. But here's where it gets crazy. Well, before I go any further, if you like me, click the like button. If you don't, click the thumbs down button. Let me know, and I'll adjust. Aside from that, I'm going to do this quick before he gets back. Yesterday, let me start here. I don't have much of my mom's stuff. One of my favorite things that I have, among a couple of others, is her frying pan. Wobbly, lopsided. She used on a hot plate for a long time. Alright, now you're getting a picture. Anytime I cook in it, it makes me happy. And I'll show y'all. And this is something personal, so bear with me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, look how nice it's scratched up. You can see where it was on the hot plate for a long time with Mom. But I even have one of her hair ties. So that way I can hang it up or whatever. I don't think Mama would mind. Anyway, what really started all this, I'm going to get to it before he does. And honestly, he had used my mom's pan. I had told him from the beginning, if you're going to use it, be careful with it, do like you're supposed to, clean it, and treat it with respect. That's not what I get. So of course I think I might have made a mistake of jumping off the rails and doing this and that. Well, sorry, cat wanted to be back again. Yeah, I hear you. Calm down. Yeah, I know. This is crazy, ain't it? No. Whatever. Sorry, cat stuff. Cat stuff. And I should have not jumped on, but I went, oh, hell no. He left my mom's pan dirty. I cleaned it, of course, because his lazy ass wouldn't. And then he starts getting into other shit about, well, you can replace it. Why are you making such a big deal? I left it on the stove to cool. Okay, on the stove to cool. Understandable. But you could have fucking cleaned it. It's called taking it off the stove, putting some water and soap in it, mixing it in, and letting it sit on top of a rag so it doesn't burn the marble counter. Do you do that? Nope. He fucking left that there for anybody to clean because he's a lazy little bastard. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. In respect for his mom. He's a lazy little piece of crap. Alright? He will probably put this blame back on me on his YouTube channel. I don't care. I've had my ups and downs over 10 plus years with him. He's helped me out. But I've always had in the back of my mind, am I being used? What do I do about it? And it's taken me a while to figure it out, but he's a narcissist. That's all it is. He never takes responsibility for himself. He gets very offended by the littlest thing. Like yesterday, I was talking to my grandma about him, and I was being respectful, and he said, if you can say it to my face. Maybe if you weren't such a coward and a little wimp, you would come say it to my face, but since you're overly sensitive, you won't. Everybody, if you're dealing with someone like this, Don't just don't get into what they want. They want to be a jackass. They're not going to take responsibility. They're going to deflect the blame onto you. Don't do that. They're going to try to pull you in an argument and make you engage with them. Strike two. Don't do that. Dear God, it's nothing but anger and frustration, and that's what they want. That's what they want. They want to feel like they're correct and you're wrong. Hey, Nancy. No, that girl. Sit. Sit pretty. Good girl. She did it. Third strike is walking on the eggshells. What does that mean? It means you can't say anything around them at all without that certain person, aka in my situation, Jane Spore. He's without getting overly sensitive and then going, "Well, you're going to say it in my face. I dare you to come say it to my face. But if we're going to do it, we're going outside." You know why? Because my grandmother, and especially me, are tired of you and hearing you try to argue with me. I'm done. You throw a fit like a little child. You don't do anything like you're supposed to. My grandmother has asked for you to clean your room multiple times. The only good thing you've done is rent and maybe get a few groceries, which you've eaten most of. So everybody, take it from my example. Always have two extra friends. That way, if you don't agree with one, at least you can have someone to talk to. And talk to your family about this. It's not healthy. I have a blood disorder and a stomach problem. Look, my stomach is getting tense and I have gastritis. Well, I've gotten gastritis. It's basically where there's an air pocket in your stomach. It's like blowing up a big old balloon, and it has nowhere to pop. So it just keeps going, and then it starts going up and goes like that and to your back. It's not fun. It hurts. The last one I've had, which is a month or two ago, 2 hours I dealt with it. I'm not joking. It sucked. It really did. So I'm tired of all this tension in the house. I wish he would just take a shit and leave. All of it. I kept my promise about something that I gave him, and I did. But I think it's time he just moves out. Like, if I was landlord, I would have given him a month, been fair about it. But I'm not talking to him. I don't need his help. And, if the Wi-Fi gets shut off, guys, might have to go somewhere else, but I will upload every so often. Whenever he hears something that he doesn't disagree with on our side of the wall, he will literally bang on the wall, make a fit, and then act like a little child. You've all had that little child or niece or nephew or whatever that didn't get their way and throws a hissy fit, so they make a lot of noise, stomp around, and basically try to get their way. Well, that's what he does. I've been back and forth with him for years, and him disrespecting my mom's stuff, especially one of the things I have left of her. And he's telling me I need to let go. It can be replaced. Why are you going on about this? You need to stop doing that. One, not tell me what to do. Two, my mother died of kidney disease. I'm not going to say what his mom died of. That would be disrespectful to her memory. I've never met her, but I've heard great things, and I'm going to just leave it at that. And that's out of respect for his father if he's watching it, along with the person that he's with and his kids, other kids, the better ones at that. So, how can you just treat another person's stuff like that? I tried to be diplomatic. Strike one. I tried to tell you, express my feelings. Strike two. You disrespected me. That is the last time I will ever deal with that shit. I've said it before, but I'm actually kind of tired of it. My bad. What gives a person the right? I mean, all I wanted him to do was clean it. That's it. No more, no less. Just clean it. Say, my bad. I won't. I'll try not to do it again. I don't like being told I will or will not do it again. I like to be told I can try. At least give yourself a fucking chance. You know, he didn't do that. He literally mooches off of us all the time, and I'm sick of it. Yeah, I know I eat a good bit of food, but I'm trying to tone it down, and I have. Although it's kind of hard, and they do better. I mean, if you don't believe me, I got snacks. Yeah, I have pretzels. I need to get some ranch for that. I could be doing better with Kool-Aid. I have tortilla chips, and I have Cheez-Its. I know my snacking needs to be improved. You want to see what I used to look like? Check this out. Yeah, I kind of like that shirt. If any of y'all can find an adult version of that, that would be awesome. 2X. I'm just, yeah. And I want to show y'all one more time what my goal is. Just so that way you can understand. Lamb. That was some muscle definition. Now, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. But I'm just tired of this shit. Truthfully, I wish I had never let him even come here the first time or second time or even this third time. I wish I had never done it. I regret it. I really fucking regret it. He doesn't take responsibility for himself. He's going to go back on his channel and say, well, Robbie doesn't need her, blah, 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 blah. He needs to do this and that. Well, he can go frick off. Yeah. That's just how I feel. I don't need his help. I don't want his help no more. I just want him to pack his shit and leave. I'm that through with it. I don't post this to spread dishonesty. I post this to tell the truth and get some of my frustration out because I know y'all care about me. Y'all listen to this. I'm not trying to cause drama. Even he's going to go on there and say, oh, yes, he is. He's not trying to cause drama. He's trying to do this. Me and his grandma, one, don't ever talk about my mom or my grandma ever again. Mind your mouth. Number two, pack your stuff. You have, if it was me, I would have given you a month. Because unlike you, I'm not an asshole, even though you believe I am. But if you want to treat me like one, I can act like one. I just don't want to. Now, with that being said, I might have some good news in a few days, including if he leaves me the hell alone and just stops bothering me. Well, I don't talk about him. Blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? You certainly are doing a damn good job of it. Look, I don't mean to lecture anybody, but you've been with my channel for a long time and you understand what I'm talking about. I usually just go back and give into whatever. I'm not doing it. I'm done like just talking and walking on eggshells and not being able to say what I want to say because he's overly fucking sensitive. For most people, that's fine. I get it. You know, come talk to me. Him, you can say which one. You could tell him the moon is white, and he would argue with you about it. Larry, don't do that. Don't comments. Just, yes, I realized. Okay.
Power off.
I'm not letting him leech and mooch off of me and my grandma no more. Screw that. I'm done. And I hate to quote this Russian dude, but shit.